Hello, it's Maggie the Cheshire Crafter here. It's mid-September and I thought I'd share with you some of my works in progress. As you know, I put this unit together and this box has got a few quilts that I'm waiting to finish. There's something on my sewing machine, something put aside in a bag in my bedroom, and they're all things that I'm actually working on still or now need to complete. So should we take a look? I'm also pleased to say that my art classes have started again. This time we have no tutor, so we're doing our own thing. And I'm beginning with some portraiture. Sounds very grand, doesn't it? I'm just trying to see if I can do some portraits in graphite, first of all. I'll show you the progress I'm making with that in the next few weeks. Well, first of all, at my sewing machine, I'm working on this quilt as you go quilt that I began. It was bank holiday weekend, and I have to make 80 of these ready backed quilted 6.5-inch patchwork blocks. This one that I'm on is going to be number 70, let me check my facts, 75, and I've got the rest here, so I need to complete 80, and then I'll be working on the sashing. Now what's held me up on that over the weekend is I've run out of cotton for this, and I've just ordered some more Silco thread, and it's slightly darker than what I've used, but it will go quite nicely with that. So that means I can complete the sewing today, and then I can get on with the sashing. And I've had a thought about the sashing, so let me share that with you. As I've been sewing these patchwork blocks, I've been using vintage Quilts chain cotton, and I'm on about the third colour of cotton in that at the moment, this beautiful pale blue. And as I come down the quilt, it might be I've got a little bit of an ombre effect. I don't mind that going down the quilt because I think that this colour is again slightly darker. Yeah, it is, look, it's slightly darker. I can get away with that as I go down the quilt, as if that's intentional, that's the word, isn't it? But I don't think I could get away with that when I'm doing the sashing. Now let's take a look at the sashing then. If you remember, I did test out 1 and 2 with sashing in between, front and back, and I sewed the sashing with the same colour pale cotton that I began, and that'd be fine if the pale cotton that I'd got now matches that, and I think this would show a difference. I think this would show a difference on that. However, what I've come to realise is, don't forget I've never done this quilt as you go before. I've already cut all the cotton pieces. Going across the rows, I'm just looking to sew pieces like this together. But when I come to sew the rows together, I'm going to have this added thickness here. And I think I'm going to need to use a walking foot for that, which might mean that my lines go a little bit wobbly. Now, when you do it in a colour here rather than white, every little stitch and every little wobble is going to show. So I've got choices to make here. Either I unpick this and resew it with a white cotton, which might be best, or I take my chances and try to see what it'll look like with the blue. So that's the dilemma I have at the moment for that. What I have to do today is to finish sewing the 80th block of these, and then I'll look at this as a separate issue. But that's where I'm up to with this Quilt As You Go project for now. So let's take a look and see what's in that box. Well, the answer is there's at least 4 future quilt ideas in this box, but I'm looking at the projects that I've already got on the go now, so let me show you those. I'm just going to show you the completed toppers here, but if you haven't already seen the videos, go back and take a look. I'll tell you what the titles were of those videos just before I show you the quilt. The first then is one of the quilt toppers I made, and this was one of the busy bees using this gorgeous bee fabric and half square triangles, and I finished the borders in this bright, I call it banana yellow, but it's honeycomb yellow. So I've yet to add wadding and a backing to that, and I'd like to do that so I can gift that perhaps as a Christmas gift. So I'm waiting now for some more wadding to arrive. That's my excuse for that one. And this one, again, is it at the same state where I finished the topper, but I've yet to wad it and add a backing. And this is the purple wonky log cabin quilt topper. And my challenge with this one is how am I going to quilt it? Now, if I hadn't already added it together, I might have considered doing quilt as you go round these size blocks. They're quite big. And because I've done it wonky, am I going to do straight or cross-hatched, traditional? I only use it with a walking foot, so I'm not going to be doing free motion quilting on this. But that's another one, and I'd like to get that completed. Again, I'd like to send that as an autumn or possibly a Christmas gift. So if you go back and have a look at that one, that is the purple wonky log cabin. I called that one Purple Haze, I think. Now, this project has a greater sense of urgency because this is for a gift that I need in a month's time. And this is the Cafe Facette Orange Peel quilt. Let me open it out. You'll see that I use the banana tree leaf design on the edge and the orange peel. The only thing I've done to progress that is to make some fabric covered buttons that I'm going to put in the middle, which will help me quilt it. But again, I've got to quilt this and complete it within the next couple of weeks. So that's the next job I've got before I do those other ones. They're going to go back in my to-do pile in that IKEA box. So the completion dates on those are more date driven. I need to get the Cafe Facette one completed for my friend's 50th birthday. Now, there are some projects that I started last year, and I'll show you the photographs of one of them. And it was one that I did on my mum's sewing machine before my mum's sewing machine stopped working. And I need to complete the quilting on this, and I'm going to attempt it on the heavy duty Singer sewing machine. I'm hoping that that machine can cope with the weight of the quilt. I called it the Forever Autumn quilt, and it was a string quilt with a gradation down through it. Let me show you the photographs of it. And as you can see, I need to finish the quilting and then complete the binding on the edge, and then it can go to the person that needs to go to. That's taken a year and a half, I think, to do that one. And then, like most people, when I'm sitting watching the television, I like to have some hand stitching to do. And at the beginning of the new year, I started an English paper piecing project. And I was intending to complete it for my friend's 70th birthday. Now that birthday has come and gone because it's taken longer than I thought it would. I need to do 20 blocks of this. Let me show you what the blocks look like. And I'm currently on my 15th block. Now that's one that I can take away with me when I go away on holiday and just keep sewing gradually. So because he didn't know that he was going to get that, it doesn't really matter how long it takes me. It'll take me as long as it takes me to complete it. And then I'm going to add sashing, and then I'm going to quilt it, and I don't know whether I'm going to complete the quilting by hand or on a machine. That one really is a long-term work in progress. One thing that this YouTube channel has made me do is keep a record of what I'm working on and what I've completed, and by the end of this year I'll be able to look back and see how many quilts I've completed and what other projects. And I don't just want to do quilting either. I'm going to make some Christmas cards. I particularly want to make some cards for men, and I'll upload what I'm doing for that. I think I really need to attack my craft area and sort that out, so that might be a craft room sort video to come. The before and after of that one is going to be different, I think. And so, like many crafters, sewers, we've got many different interests, many things on the go, many desires to make things, many ideas for the future. And I'm glad I've got that, because that really motivates me. But most of all, I think I need to go back and complete the things that I started and gift them. And I'll be very pleased to gift them. So today I'm going to go back to my blue and white quilt and see if I can't get that finished this week, so that I can then start working on the Cafe Facette. I can never say his name. Cafe Facette quilt. And I'll upload where I'm at with that too. So for all crafters, sewers, quilters out there, I hope that you're up to date with your projects. I hope you keep a record of what you've done. Give yourself a pat on the back for all of those that you complete. The sun's just got in on me, hasn't it? Give yourself a pat on the back for all of those that you complete. And just keep on sewing. Should I show you another mug that my brother and his wife brought for me? I think you'll like it. So in addition to the Cheshire Crafter one, I have these other mugs as well. So for now, this is Maggie, the Cheshire Crafter. Come back and join me again soon, won't you? Because I'll be sharing with you what I've been doing. Let me know what you're doing in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you don't miss anything. And if you missed out on any of those previous videos, go back and take a look.